Good evening. I'm pleased to declare Quinnipiac University's 2017 commencement exercises for the School of Health Sciences officially open. Would everyone please stand for the invocation, which will be delivered by Rena Judd, University Rabbi.
Good afternoon. Source of all that is sacred and holy, we thank you for sustaining us in life, for nurturing our body and our soul, for bringing us to this moment in time. It is with enormous gratitude that we say amen.
Please be seated. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the platform party, which includes trustees, university administrators and representatives, university clergy and deans, as well as our speaker, an honorary degree recipient, whom you'll meet shortly. It's now my honor to present Dr. John L. Leahy, president of Quinnipiac University, who will bring you greetings on behalf of the university community.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to all of you on this joyous occasion. To our graduates, the class of 2017 from the School of Health Sciences, I want to add a special welcome and my heartiest congratulations to each and every one of you. During your years at Quinnipiac, you have made all of us very proud. And while social scientists and the media often portray your generation as excessively self-centered and less concerned about helping others, the Quinnipiac class of 2017 has clearly disproven that characterization. More than any other class, the class of 2017 has volunteered for hundreds of projects to raise money for the sick and the impoverished and to help those who are less fortunate. Many of our graduates participated in community service projects to respond to the needs of local, national, and international communities. The big event is a student-run project that brought together more than 1,500 students this spring to provide direct services such as cleanup and beautification projects for local parks and other organizations. Philanthropic events such as Q-Thon, the Relay for Life, and blood drives engaged thousands of our students raising money for supplies for children's hospitals, the American Cancer Society, and the Red Cross. Many of our athletic teams participated in Dr. Seuss Day by reading Dr. Seuss stories to children at local schools, libraries, and preschools. Our 19 fraternities and sororities, all of our fraternities and sororities here on campus, participated in community service projects, including service at elementary schools and nonprofits, and raised thousands of dollars for local and global charities. Many of today's graduates have traveled nationally and indeed internationally to Nicaragua, Guatemala, Barbados, and the Dominican Republic to work with community members to confront community challenges, including rural schools and healthcare workers, the families of children with special needs, small business owners, and grassroots organizations. The class of 2017 has also excelled academically. 70 awards will be given out this weekend honoring students for their outstanding success in the classroom. This class has also achieved an extremely high graduation rate and the highest levels ever, that is, the highest levels in the history of the university, receiving cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude academic honors. A record number of you are also going on to pursue graduate degrees in various fields of study, including many of our graduates here, and will go on for physical therapy and occupational therapy. As well as graduates going on to dental school, law school, medical schools, and a variety of PhD programs. Today's graduates also displayed outstanding leadership within the Quinnipiac community. No one better exemplifies the leadership roles you took than the student body president, Joe Mullaney, who served with great distinction this past year as your president. I very much enjoyed working with Joey, particularly in his role as student representative on the Quinnipiac University Board of Trustees. Class of 2017, as you look back on all of your accomplishments, I am sure that you will agree with me that you would not be graduating today if it were not for the help and support of two very important groups, the faculty at Quinnipiac and your families. So graduates, please rise and express your appreciation to the faculty seated in front of you and your parents and families all around you in this arena. Class of 2017, you have certainly left your mark on Quinnipiac University, and for that we thank you. And I predict you will leave an even greater mark on the world that awaits you. Again, congratulations and best wishes to each and every one of you.
I now ask Mary Layton, Kim Hartman, and John Leahy to come forward for the conferral of the honorary degree.
Mary Elizabeth Layton, as Executive Director of the No Limits Foundation, you have devoted yourself to educating and empowering young people with limb loss to discover and develop healthy, happy, and independent lifestyles. Since 2004, you have established Camp No Limits locations across our country in Arizona, California, Florida, Idaho, Maine, Maryland, Missouri, Texas, and Quinnipiac's own York Hill campus. Mary, you are widely recognized for your groundbreaking work. Your methods offer the most functional and physically appropriate approach to completing the activities of daily living with or without prosthetics. You and all your staff at Camp No Limits have developed an inviolable climate of compassion and kindness, two core values that bind seamlessly with courage and determination to foster a perfect helix of hope for all children with limb loss and their families. Mary Elizabeth, in deep appreciation for your enduring commitment to children and your important work creating opportunities, access, and awareness, Quinnipiac University is pleased to present you with the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters this 20th day of May, 2017. Congratulations.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
It's my privilege to introduce our commencement speaker, Mary Layton.
So I'm thrilled to be here with all of you guys today, and I really want to thank Quinnipiac University for this honor. President Leahy, Dean Colehap, and Provost Mark Thompson. And I also want to send a specific thank you to Courtney Miller. She was one of the physical therapy students from a few years ago who graduated from here, and she wanted Camp No Limits to become her capstone project and brought it here to Quinnipiac. So I think if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be standing here today. And also Don Kowalski, who's been a wonderful mentor to me for the last few years and has really helped pave the way for a lot of things in making Camp No Limits grow further and further. So I appreciate that. and my family and friends, and for all those that are celebrating here and far. I appreciate you guys coming. And most importantly, congratulations to the class of 2017. So just a little background about me. I'm a New Englander through and through. So I was born and raised here, went to college here, just grew up here. I grew up in a rural farm town in Maine. I was the youngest of three and the only girl. And we had a farm of our own, a small farm. We had cows and a few other animals, a huge garden that my mom still has today. And I think farm life teaches you a lot about life and a lot about responsibilities and working hard. And I was, as a younger child, I was very shy, had friends, did okay in school, but I really wasn't the person that stood out. So to be standing up here today is kind of a big deal, I think. Would never be expecting to do that when I was, in middle school. I think hopefully what you can take from it is no matter what kind of student you are, whether you're the quiet one or the one that stands out or whoever it might be, you never know when your impact may come or your moment to shine may arrive. So hopefully, that'll be a catalyst for all of you. So one of my life lessons I think I'd like to share from being a child growing up on a farm, I think my parents always really wanted to instill that, if you work really hard for something, you can make it happen. And I think that's kind of what I took from some of those life lessons. So when I was young, and of course growing up on a farm and in the country, and of course a lot of people really want to, what do most girls want when they're younger? They want a horse. So, but we didn't have a horse, we had cows and we had other animals. And I remember asking, as soon as I could talk, looking up at my dad, I was probably as high as his knee, and asking for a horse every single day. I want a horse, I want a horse, I want a horse. But every day, what was his answer? No. So it was finally one day, I think he was just either getting really frustrated and finally just said, you know what, if you can learn to ride one of these cows, and you can take care of the cow, then maybe we'll think about getting a horse. So I was never more excited in my life, and my cow Becky became the talk of the town. I rode her all over the town, and so did everyone else in the community. So, and it seemed as though, when it came to the point of wanting to get a saddle for the cow, my mom started to guilt my dad into what he had promised about getting me a horse. And don't you feel really bad? All the neighborhood kids are riding a horse, and here's your daughter still riding this cow. But he didn't feel too bad, but eventually he finally did give in, and I did get my first horse. So to me, that was determination, and if you work really hard, there's really no limits to what's possible. So hence Camp No Limits, which we'll talk about soon. But my career aspirations varied from time to time, from being a jockey to a veterinarian. Eventually, my senior year of high school, I got very interested in physical and occupational therapy, and that was the path that I went down. So I graduated not that long ago, but I guess it was in 2000, so a few years ago now. But if you asked me where I thought my path was going to lead me, at that point, I really had no clue. But I knew from the very start, and from my story I just told you, that my path has never been really typical. I was not the normal path follower, if you could say. So when I began working in healthcare, I worked in various settings, from skilled nursing to school settings to acute care, all those types of settings that we have the opportunities, or all of you may have the opportunities to work in. And I think what I learned the most is, sometimes those might not be your most favorable places to work, or, may not be your dream job, but I think from every single place that I've worked, even if it's a 90-year-old patient, or someone dying of cancer, or someone who had a stroke, whatever it is, they have something to add value to your growth and your life. So, and you never know what kind of value you're going to add to someone else's life. So, so again, as I said, I was not the typical path follower and didn't do things in the specific order or the traditional order. And I had also chosen to get married when I was very young. Right out of high school, much to the dismay of my parents and friends and families. But that was my life choice and something I had to learn on my own. So sometimes your life choices may take you down a path, sometimes you follow your heart and it may not take you the right way, but that's okay, I think every experience that you have will be able to teach you something. And it was in the midst of this, during this time, that I think that my life changed and my perspective changed, because I was sort of feeling sorry for myself, thinking, oh my gosh, here I am now in my late 20s getting divorced, and all my friends are now getting married and having families and doing things in the more traditional way, and I was not. I was working in a small pediatric practice in Maine, and this little boy came into our office, our therapy office. He was 3 years old, and he was missing all 4 limbs. I really had no idea what to do with him. I was, a fairly new graduate, and, he had no prosthetics on, and he came in, and so I just watched him. So he came in, he played with blocks, he picked up a ball and threw it, he climbed up the stairs of our therapy slide and slid down. He picked up a marker with his 2 residual limbs, and he, drew a picture very carefully. Most 3-year-olds are all over the place, but here he was so focused on what he was doing. And he turned to me and he smiled. And he had the biggest smile on his face. And, it was at that moment that my perspective on life really changed. It really hit me like a brick. Here I was feeling sorry about myself of not following the typical path or doing what everyone else might be doing at the time. And here's this boy whose life was never going to be typical. He would have to learn how to do those simple things that we all take for granted and learn, about relationships and build self-confidence in a way that I think none of us really would understand. He's going to have to explain to people over and over, why is he so different? How come he's missing his limbs? It's just going to be a constant in his life. And everyone has struggles and things that they have to worry about, and we just don't know what all of those things might be. But as I began working with this boy, I also worked with the local prosthetist in Maine, Hanger Clinic, and there was other therapists from our office that we worked with, the physical therapists and occupational therapists. And we developed a really strong relationship, and it was at that point I realized, going through life, you're not alone. It's really about the community. It's about working together and just changing the lives of others is the most important thing. So we worked with him. We helped him wash his face for the first time. We watched him walk for the first time. We saw him make his first steps. He was eating with a spoon. He put on his own shirt, and we learned together. I really didn't know. None of us really knew what to do with him at the time, but we worked together and made it happen. And so after that, he really held a special place in my heart. And along with, as I started working with more children with limb loss, realized what a special population it was. A lot of these families come from, either traumatic accidents or, congenital birth defects, or, it could be disease, meningitis that, ravishes all 4 limbs. And so, your perspective on life really changes from that. And just knowing what's most important and, being together as a community and working together is really something that's so important. So it was from that and from seeing his drive and that passion that he had to really succeed and to know that all those struggles were against him. It was really, what can we do to make him feel as though he can be part of something and be part of a community. And so I really didn't know what to do. I was, just a young therapist, but it was like, well, let's just do a camp. So in 2004, we had 4 campers in Maine. It was at this camp called Pine Tree Camp in Rome, Maine, on a lake, beautiful lake. We went in at the end of August. 3 of the campers were my patients. And we really didn't have a plan. It was just myself and the physical and occupational therapist that I worked with at our therapy office. And at the end of the camp, one of the 4 campers had just said, this is better than going to Disney World. And it was at that moment that we knew that this was something really special. So from there, from 2004, it's now snowballed with 10 camps, nationwide, 1 here at Quinnipiac. And, we have wonderful mentors and therapists and people involved with our camp. And, it includes the whole family, and I think that's what makes it most important, really having that community and being part of something that because you're dealing with families that are, in their darkest days sometimes. It could be a lawnmower accident, it could be, just traumatic events that have really changed their lives. And just knowing that their lives will be okay and things can move on, and that there really are, again, no limits to what's possible as long as you can really work together. So this became my passion. This was my firstborn, if you could say. And years, hours upon hours, years upon years, it became my life work, my passion. And as the years have passed, I often wondered, if this had impacted my personal life, having a family of my own as the years went by and not following the typical path. But I realized that Camp No Limits is not only my passion, but it's also my family. And I'm blessed to have all of these people in my life, the campers and parents and volunteers. And also here with me today is Keegan. She's up there, I think, out back. I started working with her when she was 5 years old, and so I had the honor of, being able to see her grow and be part of her growth. She traveled with me to all the camps nationwide, and in a few weeks she'll be graduating from high school. So she used to hide behind her mom when she came in and wear her, long sleeve shirts so no one could see her arm. But now she has grown into a very confident, beautiful, and compassionate young lady with plans to go on to OT school. So, so I'm very proud to be a second mom to her. So my life has been very full, and I think, there's definitely nothing that I was missing, but a few years ago I was able to reconnect with a lifelong friend, and that developed into a relationship. And just 12 days ago, I actually gave birth to my first son. So Benjamin, who's here. So hopefully this kind of just guides you as to, sometimes you don't always have to follow things, and your path may lead you in various directions. You never know which way it may go. But hopefully what do you want to leave the world with here for you guys? How can you make this place a better place? I think it's all about perspective. It's about working with others. The benefits of working in healthcare, I feel, there's amazing colleagues and patients and caregivers and family members. There's so much, opportunities. You just need to be ready and open for them. Even if it seems small and insignificant. And I know that for my career as an occupational therapist, helping someone learn those simple life skills, whether it's to button their own shirt, wash their own face, learning to tie their shoes with one hand may seem like such a simple, minute task, but for many of them, it's the catalyst that they need to find the courage to continue on, and that in itself makes it worthwhile. So sometimes, when you're working on those simple things like helping someone in the bathroom or just helping them walk, or get out of bed, that might be what, changes their life, just spending that time with them and, being able to listen and pay attention. And I think I'm very fortunate to have had some wonderful mentors in my life. And I think the best advice is to follow your heart and follow your passion the best you can. So whatever motivates you, wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, just follow your instinct, follow your guide. It may take you in places that you might not want to go, but there's always another path. There's always another way. The path to Camp No Limits was not an easy one. Being a therapist, I did not have a business background. And so that resulted in a lot of carts before the horse and learning as you go moments. And there was times when you wanted to give up. But that power of the community and the power of helping others and guiding those people, I think, makes it all worthwhile. So our motto, which we developed over 12 years ago, our lives are not determined by what happens to us, but by how we react to what happens. Not by what life brings to us, but by the attitude we bring to life. So life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating it. Go forth and have perspective, and it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to take a different path. Just make a difference, believe in yourself, believe in those around you, and surround yourself by people who motivate you, and be the motivator. Find out what drives you. Your path and your passion can change, but always remember that you can make a mark in this world. And if you can change the life of just one person, that's the most wonderful gift in the world. So thank you guys, and thank you for this honor.
Thank you, Mary. It's now my privilege to turn over the program to Dr. William Kohlhepp, Dean of the School of Health Sciences.
Thank you, Mary, for those inspiring remarks. Certainly, Quinnipiac University and the School of Health Sciences is very pleased to partner with Camp No Limits, and we're very proud to have you join our family as our newest alumna. Congratulations. So congratulations to all of our graduates from the faculty and staff of the School of Health Sciences. Good evening. Are we all excited that this day is finally here? We've all of us worked very hard. So now on to the official part. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science from the School of Health Sciences please approach the stage? Marshals, please direct the candidates to the platform. Anne-Marie Abadir. Jacqueline Abrams. Adil Ahmad. Zara Alawi. Samantha Rose Oleko. Carly Marissa Alhanti. Simone Nicole Allenbach. Lorena Almanzar. Violetta Almanrales. Khalid Khalifa Al-Nasser. Thomas Gregory Alwang. Christina Anello. Rachel Marie Anico. Jenna Rose Appleton. Marcella Corinne Applewhite. Molly Stiles Arneth. Amanda Seville Awley. Shay Ann Bacon. Patricia Irene Bailey. Patricia Irene Bailey is the recipient of the Occupational Therapy Academic Achievement Award. Patricia is being recognized for her outstanding academic work while demonstrating distinguished contributions to the Occupational Therapy Department and the profession. Patricia has had ongoing leadership positions throughout her educational pursuits, all while maintaining a high GPA. Congratulations, Patricia. Andrea Nicole Baldick. Maria Athena Barris. Jennifer Nicole Barry. Jacqueline Michelle Bode. Elena Sky Beddington. Kalkadan Bifakaudo. Erin Kelsey Bench. Catherine Elizabeth Benedito. Mohammed Yusuf bin Hyde. Delaney Michelle Birnbaum. Rebecca Haley Bittner. Lauren Michelle Block. Brooke Marie Bocchese. William Joseph Beaumentry. Jillian Elizabeth Borzane. Melissa N. Bracamonte, Alexandra Elizabeth Bridgman, Chloe Ivy Brown, Kelsey O'Brien Brown, Jillian Ann Byrig, Emily Grace Bunting, Alyssa Lily Burge, in memoriam Corey Burke. Morgan Nicole Burke, Michaela Page Butner, Tyler John Cabral, Lauren Marie Cachapoli, Alyssa Michelle Caliendo, Jacqueline Marie Calo, Bridget Marie Campbell, Ryan Patrick Canny, Shane Norman Cardinal, Allison Elizabeth Karen, Kelly Francis Caruso, Hannah Lee Casey, Emily Grace Casada, Kimberly Rose Kavanaugh, Michaela Ann Cavender, Julia Barrett Cesarine, Carly Michelle Channon, Megan Molly Chapman, Victoria Rose Chapman, Cristiano David Chavez, Chantel M. Sherrier. Chantel Sherrier is the recipient of the Health Science Studies BS Degree Completion Program Achievement Award. Chantel is the first recipient award for this new program. She transferred to Quinnipiac to complete her bachelor's degree after earning her associate's degree in radiologic sciences. Chantel was able to successfully complete this rigorous online program while balancing family and her work responsibility at Boston's Children's Hospital. Congratulations, Chantel. John Benjamin Kayari, Shazoma Rachel Chima, Jacqueline Grace Chin, Francesco Chiotti, Nicholas Peter Seolick, Emily Jane Cirillo, Lindsay Elizabeth Kochevsky, Jacqueline Ann Cohen, Lauren Jean Cooney, Brendan Copley, Heather Ashley Corcoran, Jenna Catherine Corkery, Daniel Bruce Kornman, Jana Marie Corso, Regina M. Cortez, Michael Richard Costantini, Tori Alexandra Costanzo, Shakira Rose Coulter, Brianna Nicole Cruz, John Paul Kuko, Elizabeth Faith Cumberbatch, Amanda Suzanne Curcio, Justine Lee Courier, Caitlin Francis Sear. Marie Elizabeth Diuto. Elise N. Danaher. Rebecca Lynn Danziger. Ayesha Goreng Davy. Caitlin Rose DeBartoleben. Jennifer Lynn Decker. Marissa Carmela Dufonte. Alexandra Jordan DiGiacomo. Jennifer DeLoof. Calliope DeMiss. Elise Georgianne Dimitriadis. Alex John Denoncourt. Brendan Patrick Descharnais. Courtney Rose Devon. Marissa Nicole Diamond. Marissa Nicole Diamond is the recipient of the Diagnostic Imaging Student Achievement Award. This award is presented to a graduating senior who has excelled both academically and clinically. Marissa has proven herself to be a conscientious, diligent student and technologist. Her dedication to the profession of imaging will serve her well as she begins her career. Congratulations, Marissa. Gregory DiCarlo. Amanda Nicole DiFederico. Elizabeth Tressler Dillon. Tamika Joy Dumond. Tanisha Joyce Dumond. Sam Patrick Donahue. Angelique Sierra Donati. Cara Elizabeth Dugas. Shalonda Duncan. Gazelle Fouché Eberhardt. Chandler Lenora Eckert. Mark G. L. Sesser. Amber Alyssa Amino. Valerie Marie Anga. Lara Nicole Espinoza. Nicholas Paul Finelli. Alexandra Melissa Farb. Alexandra Rose Fidalgo. Nicole Josephine Filardi. Jacqueline Rose Flaherty. Katie Ann Flaherty. Kristen Elizabeth Flamini. Stephanie A. Fleury. Rebecca Lynn Foley. Jessica Lynn Fontaine. Alden Joseph Fontana. Deontay Forshino. Gabriella Samantha Frankel. Gabrielle Faith Friesman. Emily Sharon Frago. Alyssa Natalie Friedman. Casey Lee Gagnon. Megan Eileen Gallagher. Tyler Robert Gallo. Palak Gandhi. Pamela Stephanie Garcia. Christopher Stephen Gardner. Anthony Michael Garibaldi. Nicole Ann Gear-Loriano. Nicole Ann Gear-Loriano is the recipient of the H. Pierce Family Community Leadership Award. Nicole has exemplified the spirit of community service. She was a member and president of the service fraternity Alpha Phi Omega, devoting her breaks to service in New Orleans and Costa Rica, and performing service while studying abroad in Ireland. Nicole's passion and dedication for community service has led her to complete more than 500 hours of service during her undergraduate career. Congratulations, Nicole. Nicole Yvonne Giannino. Amber Marie Gianni. Ainsley Marilyn Gilbert. Darby McLean Ginley. Valerie Susan Glover. Janessa Judith Gonzalez. Scott Gonzalez. Megan Elizabeth Good. Megan Elizabeth Good is the recipient of the Ryan J. O'Neill Entry-Level Master's Physician Assistant Award. Megan is receiving this award for her leadership in the Pre-PA Club, serving as an orientation leader and peer tutor in the Learning Commons, and in 2016 she represented Quinnipiac at the American Academy of PA's annual conference in San Antonio, Texas. Congratulations, Megan. Sydney Rose Good. Sydney Taylor Goyette. Brittany Ann Graybill. Amanda Nicole Griffith. Sydney Fallon Grossman. Garrett Austin Guimond. Megan Elizabeth Hall. Sarah Rose Hall. Emily Ann Hartnett. Kylan Scott Hayes. Megan Patricia Healy. Blake Douglas Heller. Lauren Piper Herrick. Bridget M. Hill. Samantha Elizabeth Hilsey. Amy Rain Hines. Anna Linda Hinkskin. Allison Elizabeth Hoover. Bailey Kathleen Horn. Caitlin Marie Huber. Kelly Noel Huff. Jonathan Paul Hurley. Lynn Truck Wynn. William Scott Intamin. Alyssa Lee Jacovone. Krista Shaju Jacob. Taylor Marie Gendress. Emily Rose George. Emma Kelsey Johnson. Alexandra Marie Jordy. Nicole Marie Kalish. Molly Todd Cam. Lauren Michelle Kantrovitz. Taylor George Capsamalis. Lauren Nicole Carcane. Danielle Maya Harp. Karp. Margaret Ann Kazicki. Dewi Christy Cotilli. Bridget Ann Kavanaugh. Shannon Therese Keegan. Sarah Desiree Kennedy Etheridge. Courtney Jennifer Kent. Fiona Marion Kerr. Kelly Michelle Kisluck. Bridget Laura Kiernan. Anna Margaret Coley. Asiya Ghulam Hussein Collier. Georgiana Nicole Koropanis. Nicole Elizabeth Kowalski. Victoria L. Kozar. Jessica L. Kuchta. Ariana Kukai. Emily Catherine Kaliza. Anthony Robert Qualwasser. Anna Reed Kowachka. Sydney Lauren Lombarda. Francine Marie Lucas. Tiffany Lamb. Angela LeMay. Quentin Hishashi Lambert. Amy Catherine Landy. Amel Joanna Hanoun Langston. Amel Joanna Hanoun Langston is the recipient of the Outstanding Senior Award. Amel's time at Quinnipiac demonstrates her dedication to the community, both on and off campus. On campus, Amel was involved in various student organizations and was an orientation leader. Demonstrating Quinnipiac's dedication to community service, Amel took part in several service opportunities, including service trips domestically and abroad. Congratulations, Amel. Christina Elaine Larkin. Savannah Sylvie Lavoie. Sarah Marguerite Lawrence. Allison Barbara Lee. Laura Madison Lerner. Kyle Liang. Daniel Albert Limtone. Maria Liuzzi. Natalia Lozada. Bailey Nicole Lyons. Kelsey Elizabeth Liver. Lisa F. McLaughlin. Megan Kennedy McClellan. Alyssa Michelle Maglio. Sarah Ann Malloy. Jenna Marie Mandozzi. Gabrielle Nicole Manfredi. Morgan Grace Manns. Julia Lauren Manzi. Emily Marie Morosic. Sarah Ann Marcheka. Taylor Christina Marino. Catherine Elizabeth Matos. Anthony Matsuk. Brendan T. Matthews. Craig Joseph Matson. Marissa Rose Morey. Marissa Rose Morey is the recipient of the Diagnostic Medical Sonography Achievement Award. Marissa has demonstrated excellence both in the classroom and in the clinical setting. She is devoted to providing her patients with quality diagnostic care. She has worked diligently throughout the program and is enthusiastic to enter the field of sonography. Congratulations, Marissa. Hope Kathleen McCarrick. Jillian Ashley McColgan. John Ryan McGovern. Kayla Michelle McMahon. Kristen Nicole McMahon. Deidre Jane McPartland. Deidre Jane McPartland is the recipient of the Harold Potts Memorial Physical Therapy Award. This award, given in memory of the former chairman, professor, and founder of the physical therapy program. Deidre is receiving the award for her outstanding leadership as president of the Physical Therapy Club. She has demonstrated not only exceptional academic skills, but also a strong sense of commitment to both the university community and her future profession through her leadership of the club. Congratulations, Deidre. Callie Marie Mead. James Patrick McQuaid. Kelly Ann Meenan. Mallory Jane Milos. Kevin Allen Melendez. Thomas J. Laraquente. Laura Marie Merrick. Michelle Volpe Merwin. Elizabeth Marie Meyer. Cody Virginia Michaels. Kyle Joshua Michelson. Kaylin Riley Miller. Taylor Lee Miller. Sarah Keller Milo. Ashley Taylor Minor. Matthew David Mitchell. Ashley Marie Morrow. Alexander Lautenberg Morgart. Ariana Marie Morin. Emily Elizabeth Mullen. Nicholas Joseph Mulligan. Christy Jane Myjack. Madina Shanita Nabaduka. Anjali Ramahan Narayan. Gabriela Narovska. Gabriela Narovska is the recipient of the Biomedical Sciences Achievement Award. Gabriela is receiving this award based upon her exceptional academic performance, her participation in faculty-mentored student research on campus, her service work on and off campus, as well as her volunteer work in Europe. Congratulations, Gabriela. Travis Stephen Nathan. Sion G. Neguse. Alyssa Jan Nelson. Tyler J. Nelson. Caitlin Elizabeth Nisi. Thai Tran Zuan Nguyen. Alexandra Hope Nolan. Nathaniel Leja Nonsent. Brianna Nicole Nork. Brittany Nicole Aboykovitz Tasto. Dylan A. O'Connell. Megan Rose O'Connor. Christy Lee O'Hanlon. Jessica Lynn Olensky. Caitlin Helen Olivero. Caitlin Lynn Oliverio is the recipient of the Occupational Therapy Service Leadership Award. Caitlin is the recipient of this award because she was chosen as the Assembly of Student Delegates by her peers and has held numerous leadership positions while providing local and international service. Congratulations, Caitlin. Carolina P. Olmalanchuk. Alyssa Marie O'Neill. Mackenzie Kristen Ormiston. Danielle Christine O'Rourke. Catherine O'Rourke. Amanda B. O'Sullivan. Katie Ann O'Sullivan. Marisa Scarpati Otis. Jessica Paciello. Daniel Poliuka. Lindsay Nicole Palma. Michaela Jean Palalucci. Quintashe L. Parker. Alicia Marie Pascal. Aisha Patel. Ria Jugat Patel. Kelsey Rose Pavau. Rachel Veronica Pecci. Olivia Jean Pelletier. Catherine Renee Pereira. Catherine Renee Pereira is the recipient of the Outstanding Student Affairs Leadership Award. Catherine is the recipient of this award for her leadership qualities and her commitment to the quality of life at Quinnipiac. As the senior class president, resident assistant, and active member of several student organizations, she has demonstrated her cooperative attitude and passionately advocated for her community and her peers. Congratulations, Catherine. Mary Kathleen Peters. Christopher Ryan Peterson. Colleen Shea Patillo. Ashley Nicole Petit. Linda Pasuk. Bonnie Jean Pashota. Madeline Pizzuto. Eric Scott Playa. Jenny Megan Potus. Emily Margaret Priamo. Jacqueline Michelle Prinz. Neil Patrick Pine. Timothy Francis Quinn. Adriana Lizeth Quintero Valenciano. Brianna Tayana Ramos. Marissa Nicole Reeser. Caitlin Marie Reed. Corey Elizabeth Reed. Tashia Danae Reed. Cecilia Rencheli. Anna Catherine Restino. Daniela A. Reyes. Carolyn Joanne Ringel. Kayla Marie Roddy. Brianna Nicole Rolnick. Tina Roman Yellow. Sarah Rebecca Rosenthal. Tiffany Elise Ruiz. Shannon Christine Ryder. Jessica Ann Sains. Eric Thomas Salas. Richard Salazar. Andrea Salerno. Tony Ann Santillo. Danielle Francine Sarnelli. Stephanie Lee Schmidt. Stephanie Lee Schmidt is the co-recipient of 2 prestigious university awards, the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award and the President's Scholarship Award. The Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award is made possible by the Alumni Association National Board of Governors in honor of the student from each of the undergraduate schools who has attained the highest scholastic standing. In addition to earning this rank in the School of Health Sciences with a 4.0 GPA, Stephanie is the recipient of the President's Scholarship Award. Dr. Leahy presents this award in recognition of the students who have attained the highest scholastic standing in their graduating class. Stephanie was a participant in the University Honors Program and a member of Alpha Eta, the Health Science Honor Society. Stephanie was the co-chair of the Community Outreach Committee for the big event this year. Upon graduation, Stephanie will continue her education at Quinnipiac University to pursue a master's in physician assistant studies. Her parents, Patricia and Martin Schmidt, join her on stage. Congratulations, Stephanie. Kayla Christine Schneider. Carly Rebecca Schulman. Alyssa Rose Schweihart. Stephen Sharrow. Megan Patricia Sheridan. Caitlin Ann Shortell. Jessica Lorraine Silvestri. Joseph Michael Skrizpek. Joseph Michael Skrizpek is the recipient of the Athletic Training Student Achievement Award. Joseph has been a member of the Athletic Training Club Executive Board and served as the club's secretary this year. He's been a resident assistant for 3 years and is also an admissions ambassador. Joseph will continue his education in the Doctor of Physical Therapy program at Quinnipiac and has accepted a summer position as an athletic trainer with the Long Island Ducks minor league baseball franchise. Kashia L. Smith. Michael John Smizaski. Elizabeth Christina Soto. Kaylee Jean Spate. Samantha Spezial. Danielle Francis Spinella. Abigail Elizabeth Spooner. Lauren Catherine Stalzer. Shelby Ariel Starker. Nicole Lena Staropoli. Sorry. Jessica Ellen Stern. Lauren Nicole Steele. Holly Amber Stewart. Holly Amber Stewart is the recipient of the Health Science Studies Student Achievement Award. Holly is the recipient of this award due to her excellent academic performance, her participation in local events such as Best Buddies, Light the Night for Leukemia and Lymphoma, distributing food to the homeless and elderly, and serving on a medical team to the Dominican Republic. Holly will start her Master of Public Health program at Southern Connecticut State University this fall. Congratulations, Holly. Danielle Martha Stratton. Matthew Peter Struble. Amanda Nicole Stump. Kristen Ann Sullivan. Michael Keen Sullivan. Kimberly Ann Sweeney. Gabrielle Lee Syrup. Oliver Shymanchuk. Amanda Nicole Taft. Patrick V. Taggart. Alyssa Ann Talali. Allison Marie Tanner. Nicolene Lavisa Tegnell. Michael Joseph Thomas. Christopher Rossi Tilson. Matthew Joseph Tinarella. Samantha Tyrone. Alex Michael Tanogi. Nicole Elizabeth Torigian. Nicole Elizabeth Torigian is the recipient of the Microbiology and Immunology Student Achievement Award. In addition to her strong academic performance, Nicole has consistently demonstrated a profound interest in understanding the impact of microbes on human health and our environment. Additionally, Nicole has been able to develop a global perspective of infectious diseases from many different cultures and socioeconomic classes through her studies and travels to the Dominican Republic in global public health. Congratulations, Nicole. Leah Marie Trickett. Naomi Joy Trimble. Justin Min Truong. Anna Sareva. Emma Christine Turchik. Caitlin Marie Uricki. Meredith Ann Vinigs. Catherine Patricia Veron. Melissa Lynn V. Enns. Gabriel Gary Humbert. Gabriel Gary Humbert is the second co-recipient of two prestigious university awards, the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award and the President's Scholarship Award. The Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award is made possible by the Alumni Association National Board of Governors in honor of the student from each of the undergraduate schools who has attained the highest scholastic standing. In addition to earning this rank in the School of Health Sciences with a 4.0 GPA, Gabrielle is also the recipient of the President's Scholarship Award. Dr. Leahy presents this award in recognition of the students who have attained the highest scholastic standing in their graduating class. Gabrielle is a member of Alpha Eta, the Health Science Honor Society. Gabrielle is also an emergency room tech and pharmacy technician. Upon graduation, Gabrielle will continue his education at Quinnipiac University to pursue a Master in Physician Assistant Studies. His parents, Susan Mackey and Bernard Humbert, join him on stage. Congratulations, Gabrielle. Stephen Robert Vogel. Nina Vricella. Jared Conroy Walsh. Allison Brooke Weber. Franklin Joseph Webster. William Theron Wilson. Haley B. Winchell. Brielle Grace Winters. Natalie Ann Wolanski. Trevor H. Wolf. Richard H. Wood. Emma Marjorie Woods. Ariana Marie Yeager. Tiffany Yoon. Kelly Ryan Young. Sydney Ann Young. Erin Ellen Zadie. Elizabeth Marie Zielinski. Rachel Ann Ziner. I ask the candidates to please rise. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Mr. President, I have the honor to present from the School of Health Sciences candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations to all of you.
You may be seated. It is my privilege to introduce our student speaker, Kyle Liang. Kyle is an entry-level physician assistant major from Norwich, Connecticut.
Thank you for that introduction, Dean Kohlhepp. And thank you to all of you for being here on this very special day. To the parents, grandparents, and other family and friends in the audience, you did a hell of a job helping get these graduates into those caps and gowns, so give yourselves a round of applause. You deserve it. And to the class of 2017, congratulations, you made it. Give yourselves a round of applause. And to the faculty here tonight, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So let's all show our appreciation to them. I'll keep this brief because I'm sure you're all anxious to get out of here, but I want to share with you one experience I had last summer. I met 2 Malaysian farmers who offered to show me their land after they heard that I was from America. They were there with their 2 young children, and the 4 of them led me, my mom, my professor, and his 7-year-old son to an opening in the forest by their home, where it was apparent that their trees had been burned down. The farmers explained to me that they burned their own trees down in order for the ground to generate nutrients so that the next generation of trees can grow, bear fruit, and later support their children for years and years, even after they're gone. And then the cycle's repeated. Men age, a field is burned, boys become men, new trees grow, and another family can prosper. So with that, each generation has the chance to thrive thanks to the sacrifices made before them. After hearing all this, I couldn't stop thinking about the 2 children I saw that day. I couldn't stop thinking about how they were probably too young to realize how rich and fertile the ground was right beneath their feet, and how it was waiting for them to become adults so they could harvest from it. Let me be clear. These men burned down their trees to create opportunities for their kids. These men burned down their livelihood. So as we leave this place, let's not forget that before becoming ATs, PTs, OTs, PAs, MDs, sonographers, radiographers, graduate students, educators, scientists, and healthcare professionals, we were, and still are, sons and daughters, grandchildren and great-grandchildren. By being here tonight, we are evidence of our ancestors' success. We are the seeds sowed from their sacrifices. We are building on the legacies of the relentless and the hardworking while we form legacies of our own. We are members of the 6% of the world's college educated, meaning that we are the best that the world has to offer. Look down. You may not see it now, but we're sitting on a field of riches, and the trees are getting ready to emerge from the ground. Prepare yourselves for the opportunities coming, and trust that what got you here is what will carry you to bigger and better places. Before we walk out of this building, let's remember that we were students at one of the greatest universities in the world, and although many of us will not be Quinnipiac students starting tomorrow, that doesn't change the fact that all of us will always be Bobcats. Thank you again and congratulations.
Kyle, thank you for those inspirational remarks. Fabulous. I'd like to introduce Robert Moore, a Quinnipiac alumnus who will officially welcome our graduates as alumni.
Thank you. I ask the graduates to please rise. It is my honor to stand before you as a member of the class of 1983, Physical Therapy. I invite you to move your tassel to the left of your cap. This simple act signifies your transition from student to alumnus and the continuation of your unique, meaningful, and lifelong relationship with Quinnipiac. I'm especially pleased to have you all as fellow alumni. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Congratulations to all of today's graduates. Before I reintroduce Rena Judd, who will deliver the benediction, I have a few announcements, so please pay attention. Only the platform party and faculty will restart. It's been a long day. We'll recess out. Our graduates and families can stay in the arena, and then after we all leave, proceed to the Rocky Top Student Center, which is on the hill, which is right next door for a reception. For those who need assistance, transportation is available. Once outside, you will see signs on the left. Now, would you please stand, and I ask Rena Judd, University Rabbi, to come forward and deliver the benediction.
Dear graduates, you are magnificent young men and women. And as you go into your lives with the purpose of alleviating pain and bringing healing, of helping people live to their fullest potential, may the peace that you will work so hard to bring to others be reflected in your own lives. May the source of all that is holy and sacred embrace you and hold you dear. May you love and be loved, and may you have a wonderful life.